What if I told you that right now, as you sit watching this video, something is alive in the dark? Something with no eyes, no mercy, no limit. Miles beneath the ocean surface, where sunlight has never reached, creatures exist that look like they were ripped straight out of a nightmare, and scientists have actually pulled them to the surface. These are not myths. These are not legends. These are 7 nightmare creatures from the deep sea that are 100% real, and they are down there right now. The deep ocean covers over 70% of our planet, and yet we have explored less than 5% of it, which means whatever is down there is mostly still unknown. But the creatures we have found, they are enough to make your skin crawl. Stay until number 1, because that one will genuinely disturb you. Creature #7, the goblin shark. We start with something that looks like a shark had a nightmare about itself. Meet the goblin shark. This living fossil has existed for over 125 million years. It has a long blade-like snout that detects electrical signals from prey in pitch black water. But here is where it gets horrifying. Its jaw is not attached to its skull the normal way. When it attacks, its entire jaw launches forward out of its mouth like a slingshot. One moment you see the snout, the next, teeth are flying at you. It lives between 270 and 960 meters deep, pink-skinned, slow-moving, ancient, and it is still out there today. Creature #6, the vampire squid. Its scientific name is literally Vampiroteuthis infernalis, which translates to vampire squid from hell. Scientists actually named it that. That tells you everything. It lives in the oxygen minimum zone, a layer of ocean so low in oxygen that almost nothing else can survive there. That is its safe zone. When threatened, it turns itself inside out, wrapping its webbed arms over its body like a dark cloak, covered in sharp spine-like structures. It disappears into the darkness looking like something from another dimension. And here is the strangest part. It is not actually a squid or an octopus. It is the last surviving member of its own entire order. A biological ghost, alone in the dark. Creature #5, the barrel-eye fish. This creature looks like someone put a fish inside a glass dome. And that transparent dome, that is its head. The barrel-eye fish has a completely see-through skull, and inside it are 2 glowing green tube-shaped eyes that can rotate in any direction, including straight up to spot prey silhouettes above it in the dark water. For decades, scientists thought the 2 bumps on the front of its face were its eyes. They were wrong. Those are nostrils. The real eyes were hidden behind the transparent forehead the whole time. We only discovered this truth in 2009, and that is the most terrifying part, not the creature itself. The fact that we were staring directly at it for years and still had no idea what we were looking at. If we got this wrong, what else is down there that we cannot even recognize? Creature #4, the supergent amphipod. You probably think of amphipods as tiny little sea bugs. And most of them are, just a few millimeters long, but in the deepest ocean trenches, something terrifying happens to them. They grow, and grow, and grow. In the Mariana Trench, the deepest place on Earth, nearly 11 kilometers underwater, scientists discovered something they were not prepared for. Amphipods. The size of your forearm. They call them supergiant amphipods. And they can reach up to 34 centimeters long. They are deep sea scavengers. They swarm dead whale carcasses by the thousands, stripping them clean in days. Imagine a cloud of giant shrimp-like creatures descending out of the darkness, silent, hungry, unstoppable. In 2012, a research team lowered a camera to 7,000 meters. Within hours, the supergiants arrived, attracted by the bait. Surrounding the camera, staring into it. They were not afraid. They were curious. Because down there, humans are the strange ones. Creature #3, the siphonophore. What you are about to hear will break your brain a little. Are you ready? The siphonophore is the longest creature ever recorded on Earth. One specimen found off the coast of Australia measured over 45 meters long. That is longer than a blue whale. But here is the mind-bending part. It is not actually one animal. It is a colony of thousands of tiny individual creatures called zooids. Each one has a specific job. Some hunt, some digest, some move the entire colony, some reproduce. And here is where your brain breaks completely. It has no brain, no heart, no central nervous system. There is no head giving commands, no leader, no control center. And yet, it hunts, it moves, it survives. Thousands of tiny creatures acting as one, without anyone in charge. They cannot survive alone. Together, they form something massive, something that glows in the deep dark, something that drifts silently through the abyss like a living ghost ship. 150 feet of coordinated nightmare. We found this in 2020, at the bottom of a submarine canyon. We had never seen anything like it before. Creature #2, the anglerfish. You have seen it in cartoons, you have seen it in movies, but nothing prepares you for what the anglerfish actually is. The female anglerfish dangles a bioluminescent lure from her forehead, glowing in the pitch black to attract prey. When something comes close enough, the jaws close, and they cannot escape. Her teeth curve inward, making it physically impossible for prey to back out once they enter. But the male anglerfish, his story is even more disturbing. He is born with no digestive system. He has one purpose, to find a female. When he does, he bites into her skin and never lets go. His body slowly fuses with hers. His organs dissolve, his eyes disappear. He becomes permanently attached, just a small lump on her body, connected by blood vessels, existing only to fertilize her eggs. One female can carry up to 6 males fused to her body at once. She is not alone in the dark. She is carrying the remains of multiple males who gave everything just to find her. Creature #1, the zombie worms. I told you to stay until number 1. Here it is. When a whale dies and sinks to the ocean floor, a process called a whale fall, it does not just rot. It becomes an entire ecosystem, and the first colonizers are called Osidax. Scientists call them bone worms, but their nickname is more accurate, zombie worms. They have no mouth, no stomach, no digestive organs. Instead, they drill their root-like structures directly into the whale's bones and secrete acid to dissolve the fat inside. They then absorb the nutrients directly through their skin. A single whale carcass can feed these worms for decades. And here's the part that will stick with you. The female zombie worms carry hundreds of microscopic males living inside their bodies. Males so reduced that they are basically just sperm factories, barely alive, existing only inside a female's tube, a creature with no mouth, no eyes, no stomach, that eats bones with acid from the inside, and carries its males trapped within itself, living in total darkness. For decades. This is real. This is down there right now. 7 creatures. All real, all alive, all in waters that cover the majority of this planet. We call it the ocean, but honestly, we barely know what it is. The deep sea has been sitting there, silent, dark, and full of things like these since before humans ever existed. If this video disturbed you even a little, good. That means you now understand something most people do not. The most alien world in the universe is not in space. It is right here. Beneath the waves. If you want to see more terrifying realities from the deep, subscribe right now, because next,